I came home from work that day to find my mother waiting for me. Her arms were folded, her face unreadable. But the moment she opened her mouth, I knew something had been set in motion that I could never undo. She told me, without hesitation, that she had flushed my weed, nearly an ounce. Gone. She did it, she said, for my own good. And then, like the punctuation to a sentence I never wanted to hear, she demanded that I go to treatment. I am a 30-year-old man. I own my home. I work hard. I pay my bills. And yes, I have a medical marijuana card. I use it daily. Not because I'm reckless, not because I'm trying to rebel against some outdated rule, but because I have chronic pain, and the state I live in recognizes it as legitimate medicine. I told her all of this before she moved in. But let's rewind. A few months back, life happened to my mother in a way that it happens to all of us sooner or later. She lost her job. She didn't have a place to go, and I did what I thought was right. I opened my door to her. I told her, point blank, before she moved in, I smoke every day. I'm not going to stop. I'll do it outside if you want, but I'm not quitting for you. She agreed. Her only request was that I keep it outside, and I respected that. At first, it was fine. She stayed in her lane, and I stayed in mine. But then came the comments, little remarks about how I should quit, how I'd be better off without it. I brushed them off, thinking they were just passing opinions. Then the remarks turned into demands. She began to talk to me as if I were still a child in her house, someone she could command. When I refused, she cried. She told me I didn't love her, that I had a problem. She said the words like a sentence being handed down from a judge. But I stood firm. I'm an adult. This is my house. If she didn't like it, she could leave. That next day, while I was at work, she made her move. She went into my things, took what was mine, and flushed it away. Now, I'll be honest, it wasn't about the money. Sure, an ounce runs me about $125, but that's not the point. I can replace it easily. What cut deeper than anything was the sheer disrespect. The fact that I was doing her an enormous favor, letting her live with me rent-free, and she repaid me by crossing the one boundary I had set. We argued, long, hard, and without resolution. It became clear she wasn't sorry, not even close. If anything, she was proud of what she'd done. And I realized something chilling. If she stayed, she would do it again. So I told her she couldn't live here anymore. I gave her a month to figure things out, but she didn't take the month. She packed her things almost immediately and drove a couple hours to my brother's house. Now she thinks I'm a terrible son. My brother thinks I'm an even worse one. But I know the truth. He's only angry because now she's his problem. And still, the question lingers in the air, heavier than the smell of anything I've ever smoked. So, am I the asshole? Here's the thing. This isn't just about weed. It's not even about marijuana being legal in my state, or about me having a card that says I'm allowed to have it. It's about boundaries. It's about the strange shift in power when a parent moves into their adult child's home, and the roles they've known for decades begin to reverse. When you grow up, you're told, my house, my rules. And that's fair, when it's their house. But when the tables turn, when you're the one providing the roof, the rules change too. I respected her dislike of the smell. I smoked outside, even in the brutal Arizona heat. I listened to her concerns, even when they felt outdated. But she didn't respect my right to make my own decisions in my own home. She thought she was helping, Maybe in her mind, she was saving me. But help without respect isn't help. It's control. And control, when you've done nothing to earn it, corrodes trust faster than anything else. I don't know what will happen between us in the long run. Maybe she'll come around. Maybe she won't. But that day, I learned something. Sometimes loving someone means not letting them walk all over you, even if they're the person who brought you into this world. So, am I the asshole? This story isn't just about a mother, a son, and a bag of weed. It's about how fragile respect can be when family steps into each other's lives as adults. When you open your door to someone in need, you're offering more than just shelter. You're offering trust. And when that trust is broken, it hurts in ways no dollar amount can measure. It's easy to say, family is everything. It's harder to face the truth that sometimes family can be the very people who test your limits the most. Standing up for yourself doesn't mean you love them less. It means you value yourself enough to set boundaries. So maybe the question isn't just, was I the asshole? Maybe the real question is, when the people you love cross the line, will you be brave enough to draw it again? What do you think?